This segment of the news is brought to you by Smitty's Cards and Coins. Would you like to know what your collectibles are worth? Come by 2281 Postal Road, Unit 4, across from the post office.
Welcome back. There were smiles and there were tears as school children said goodbye to their teachers and friends today in the schools across our county.
Students throughout the Nye County School District enjoyed their final day of school for the summer today. News 46 was at J.G. Johnson Elementary School for their field day. Students were outside waiting for the Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue fire truck to come out and hose them down, which is a tradition throughout the area of Pahrump. However, fire crews were unable to attend because they had an emergency call. Some of the kids will be coming back to J.G. Johnson for the Pahrump Valley Youth Activities, which begin soon. For more information, you can go on the web to Pahrump Valley Youth Activities. Pahrump Valley High School seniors will be graduating next Friday night, the 26th at 7 p.m. Have a great summer from all of us here at KPVM TV and Ace Country Radio. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
Have a happy summer!
And Principal Chris Brockman from Pahrump Valley High School has taken a position beginning next school year in Beatty as their new principal. Brockman is pleased to announce the selection of Assistant Principal Melinda Jeffrey, who's worked with the district since 2005. The district has not selected a principal to replace Brockman at Pahrump Valley High as of yet.
3 pieces of legislation are making some impacts in the state. That is the subject of our News Across Nevada.
Senate Bill 259 has unanimously passed the Senate and is headed for the Assembly Judiciary Committee. If the legislation passes, that would make Nevada the 29th state with mandatory ignition interlock devices for first-time drunk drivers. The bill would impose stricter regulation on first-time DUI offenders, mandating ignition interlocks for 185 days. Right now, Nevada requires judges to order first-time offenders with a blood alcohol concentration of 0.18 to have an ignition interlock for at least a year. But for first-time DUI offenders between 0.08 and 0.17, judges can choose to order interlock for 3 to 6 months. This law would mandate it for 6 months. Senate Bill 201 has been signed into law by Governor Brian Sandoval. The bill prohibits healthcare professionals from providing conversion therapy, which is any therapy meant to change the sexual orientation or gender identity of a person to anyone under 18 years of age. Supporters say SB 201 is essential because conversion therapy harms young persons and can even create hostility towards parents who are commonly believed to be the cause of so-called deviant behaviors, desires, identities, and expressions. Governor Brian Sandoval has signed an amendment into law that would include the Nevada Department of Transportation vehicles. The Move Over law has been amended to include the 600 vehicles and 2,000 pieces of heavy equipment. Assembly Bill 17 would go into effect July 1st to include department vehicles performing construction, maintenance, or road repair. The law requires drivers to slow down, proceed with caution, be prepared to stop, and move over when approaching authorized NDOT vehicles displaying flashing warning lights. Drivers found guilty of violating the law can be charged with a misdemeanor. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. That's your News Across Nevada.
Thanks, Deanna. And now Angela Miles brings us today's Business First Brief.
Tapping our news, tech trouble. Cisco Systems reported earnings that beat expectations. Revenue also came in better than predicted at $11.9 billion. However, this is the 6th quarter in a row that revenue has been slowly declining. The tech company has been spending, though, big money on expansion. The stock sold off on concerns that revenue may fall 4 to 6% for the year. Americans are deeper in debt. The Federal Reserve Bank of New York reports total household debt has reached $12.7 trillion. That means Americans have borrowed more money than just ahead of the financial crisis. Target's turnaround seems to be working. The retailer posted revenue of $16 billion as sales slipped less than analysts feared. It's court time for the promoters of Fire Festival, that much-hyped luxury concert in the Bahamas that turned out to be a total bust with a lack of food and accommodations is now up against legal action. Today, the first court hearing happens in New York.
Well, another loss to the music world today. We'll have more when we return.